Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Daruga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war, we surrender. False good, important news are new pieces.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a seaport planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before. Or since tall word proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5 Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life. Yes, Bed Life for Friday, July 15th, 2022. Qapla. I apologize for the last several weeks. I know I've been tired. I know I have been sleepy. And you guys certainly deserve more than that. The fact that I tried to stream at all, I hope you understand, was a testament to me trying to deliver on what I felt I owed you, though I don't think well, I do. I do owe you guys. You guys have become friends. You guys have become good friends, in fact. And I would certainly miss you if you were not here. So I owe it to everyone to let you know if I wasn't going to be here, to give you a heads up. And I would do my best to do that. But that said, I will do my best to be here, so I don't have to give any types of heads up. And we'll just say I intend to be here. 47 Yorktown says Rosebud is the sled. You know, I never got Rosebud, and I don't think I'm going to, even with that clue. Gorilla's Random Thought says Qapla, all Qapla, Gorilla. And number 1 says, is there a different track show on now or not? Birdo Prey 5. No, there is no track show for currently. Not all good things. Strange New Worlds ended last week, and there's no current track to replace it until the last Thursday in August, which is just over a month away, August 25th. The animated, what is it? Lower Decks returns about 5 weeks from today, August 25th, Thursday, and the final Thursday in August. And that will get us another 10 weeks of Trek And after that, possibly some other new Trek. Who knows? Who knows? Probably Prodigy, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it yet. Hell, between that and Discovery and Picard, if not that people technically look forward to those, that's most of the year. Most of this year, we had Trek. Now, granted, the quality was shit, but it was Trek nonetheless. Richie Poole says, Qapla, Qapla, Richie. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. John Araki says, it wasn't Bird. It was the one-armed man. Oh. John Araki says, Lady Thor. No. No, why would you? We don't want. Oh, because I said spoilers, okay. I meant. Wow. Okay. I meant Star Trek and Orville. Spoilers were okay. You're going and you're here spoiling Thor for everybody. And I mean, I already heard those, but for anyone else. Bradley Briggs says, Zup, y'all. Zup, Bradley. And John Araki says, Vecna controls the mind flayer. Tom Spot says, you have been sleepy for years. This is true. And I'm not saying I'm not going to continue to be sleepy. I'm just saying I recognize it. Richie Poole says, a sleepy bird of prey is better than no bird of prey. Thank you, Richie. John Araki says, good friends, even Kronos and Thomas Potts, whose chats are ignored. I don't ignore their chat. Okay, that's salty. Words and Pictures says, Qapla, bird of prey, good to be here. Good to hear you. Good to have you here, Words and Pictures. Arabic Sander, Qapla, live long and prosper. Forza Jersey says, bird of prey, Qapla, brother. Glad you're feeling better. What's new? I still love that intro. Do you have it posted somewhere? I'd love to show it to my friends that can't check your live streams. Yeah, I'll put it out. I will put it out. I mean, you could just have them watch the first 2 minutes of a live stream, and they'll see it there. I'll put it up somewhere. Sure. Thank you. Forza Jersey says, hail, Karoga. Hail, Karoga. Mamo Praise going out for a minute. Take Sassy.
I'm stepping out.
Stepping out.
Stepping out.
No, to warm up. Number one says, did you like the most recent episode of For All Mankind? We haven't watched it yet, number one. We're going to watch that. What'd you say?
I said, don't tell
Yeah, please. Okay. No For All Mankind spoilers. It only came out today. So we haven't watched it yet. John DeMarco says, greetings all. Greetings, Mr. DeMarco. Forza says, downward Turkestan. Karoga forever. Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy Friday. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you, Forza. I had an echocardiogram scheduled for tomorrow. I called the technician who was ready to take it. I said, hey, what time are you coming tomorrow? And he picks up the phone. I thought he was dead. I was like, oh my God, I woke him up on his one day off. I'm a terrible person. And he's like, no, I'm sorry. I got COVID yesterday. He said, yesterday. He got COVID yesterday. I was like, holy shit, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad. If you call somebody, you know you woke him up. I know I woke this guy up. And what are you going to do? It was 2 p.m. It was 2 p.m. It wasn't like I called him at 7 a.m. Okay, it wasn't even 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. It wasn't an a.m. at all. 2 p.m. I called. I was like, listen, even if it is his day off, he's got to be awake by 2 p.m. And I as soon as I heard in his voice, I was like, oh no, don't do this to me. At least he had the professionalism and common courtesy to lie. and say I didn't wake him. So, you know, I gotta give him props. You're not supposed to lie, but there are times when you're just supposed to lie. And he didn't mind doing it. Like, even though I knew he was lying, he knew he was lying, but he did it anyway. He was a good sport. I'd give him a 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, he's not in the business that anybody's going to call and ask a request of me to fill out a survey. Like, here, please fill out this survey of technicians who are so sick they're still answering their phones despite, you know, having COVID. And yeah, it doesn't work like that. But I felt so bad. On the other hand, he's like, "Oh, we'll schedule it for next week." I was like, "The fuck we are." He's like, "Yeah, okay. You're still dealing with fever dreams, sir. I don't think I'm going to be seeing you next week either. Yeah, and maybe Friday, maybe Friday or Saturday, maybe a week from today." But I mean, and I didn't even want to tell him. That's assuming he feels better in a day or two, which I assume he will, because I mean, goddamn, this guy goes from house to house giving sick people tests. He's probably had COVID 5 or 6 times by now. And I would assume for him, COVID is just like, oh, it starts on Tuesday night, or it starts Wednesday. And, you know, he sleeps it off by Friday night. But even if so, he's cutting it close. Bradley Briggs says Lady Thor has cancer in the comics, and turning into Thor is the only thing keeping her from dying faster. Oh, that's sad. My condolences to Lady Thor in the comics. Forza Jersey says hi to Mama Pray. Arabic Sandra says hello to John, and hello to Arabic, John DeMarco. Arabic Sandra says hi to 47 Yorktown. Number 1 says Mars. Yes. Well, obviously it would involve Mars. Richie Poole says a sleepy Sister O'Prey is better than a sleepy Bird O'Prey. That's probably true. Forza says yikes, COVID sucks. I would agree. And Josh Street says, is this another story of how Bird O'Prey 5 tried to destroy the world again? No, I was saying how sad I was when I woke up the guy who was supposed to take my echocardiogram tomorrow. And he was clearly sick and tired. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Qapla, Yvette. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I myself am, I don't know. We had a blood test in the middle. I had a blood test. I asked the doctors. Actually, I emailed the doctor's assistant today and said, hey, I'm just curious if you got any test results and if there's any bad news yet. And instead of saying, no, what are you talking about? You're crazy. She wrote back, the doctor added some tests that take a little extra time, so we don't get the results yet. Doctor will call you when. Great. That's not what I want to hear.
Probably the test we asked them to do.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
You think she's actually doing a test we asked them to do?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't know how long that takes.
That's right. Maybe that's why she never doesn't do this test. That's the test to see if my muscles have broken down, which I already know. Spoiler alert, they have. So all the weight I lost. By the way, for someone who doesn't believe in the body mass index, which is me. I now know what mine is for the first time in a decade. I am no longer morbidly obese, nor am I any type of obese. I'm actually just plain overweight. Like, I don't know, 42% of the country. Just regular American overweight. Good for me. Good for me, Sassy. Me and you. Just overweight. No longer obese. You were never obese, Sassy. Good girl. LDG's in the house, says, hi, Bird. Hello, LDG. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, I came in at the end of the story. Oh, no problem. No problem. John Araki, hashtag steal birds garbage. John Araki says, did the doctor test for low T? I've had that test already, and it is extra low. Extra low. Actually, I don't know. It's definitely low. It's definitely low. It's extra low. Josh Street says, John Aragi, you better call Matthew to do a bike ride by Bird's house again. Arabic Sano says, hey, Yvette, please check out my first video on YouTube at the Denver Fan Expo. There's a tiny bit of Doctor Who in it. Yes, and we watched it on the Bird member stream the other day. It actually is a pretty good, very good first video for YouTube. Love the quality. Arabic Sander says, hey, to LDG. Yvette says, hey, Arabic, we'll check it out soon. Words and Pictures says, a larger test spread is good for the hope of a definitive result. A larger test spread. I'm not, my test is just an echocardiogram. It just doesn't need a longer spread. It's just a one-time test. Not one time, but, you know, there's no spread involved in the test. John Street says, Bird weight isn't American overweight at 400 pounds these days. Listen, 400 pounds can be overweight. I'd say, you know, if I was still, I mean, I am, I'm 6'4", but if I was still walking, I mean, this is the problem. This is the problem with the entire system. And when the doctor brings it up, I yell at him. He's like, well, have you checked? I was like, no. So I was like, I really couldn't yell, I guess. But now I have checked. And now it's like, well, now it's not so bad because it makes me, I don't feel so bad. But I tell you, when I was, before I got sick, in the weeks, months prior to me getting sick, when I was 4 feet, 4 feet, oh my God. When I was 6 feet, 4 inches tall, and just a fucking tank of a human being, I did not realize just how strong I was. I mean, I knew at work I was the person relegated. I was the highest paid relegated employee there, but I was the person relegated. It was by my own choice, though, to changing the water bottles in all the kitchens and whatnot, because if it wasn't going to be me, who was it going to be? Some little Mama Prey sized lady? No, not on Bird Prey 5's watch. Not on Bird's watch. So I would do the water bottles. I would do, granted, we did have the guy who was head of the mail room. He was a pretty strong dude, but I had a foot and 4 inches maybe on him easily. He wasn't the tallest guy, but he was a pretty he was a pretty strong dude. In fact, he was a Marine. He had come from the Marines, and then him and I used to spend a pretty decent amount of time together. For people who have nothing in common in terms of their job responsibilities, other than the fact that I was the only other big dude willing to move anything. And I mean, even though by all accounts, the director of technology wouldn't be the guy renting a U-Haul truck, filling it, fighting with the unions at these big hotels in New York City, because we had to get shit in and out, and I didn't have time to wait for fucking union guys to get off their break and start allowing like they can't allow me. That's the problem. You talk to me and say, well, sir, we can't allow you to cross this hallway carrying material. If you think you're going to tell me that, and that's somehow going to help your case, no. And granted, maybe today, while I'm in a wheelchair, if you were to tell me that, I'd be like, okay, whatever. I don't want to take this heavy shit anyway. I would have said yes. But no, when I could walk and I could carry, and I sure as hell was not going to be stopped by some schmuck in a suit telling me what I was not allowed to do. So I like, fuck you. You can either help or move, but I am moving. And you know what? He got out of the way because he did not want to get pushed up against the side of the elevator shaft, because nothing was stopping it. And his buddies in the union, they sure as hell weren't coming to his rescue. So, yeah, I still don't feel bad for those schmucks at that hotel. No, it wasn't the Plaza. It was the other one. The starts with a P, across from the big place Catholics go. A church, a big church in the city. Saint whatever, where the cardinal lives. St. Patrick's. Yeah. What's across from that? It's not the Plaza, it's the Palace. The Palace Hotel. Fuck you. I had it, number one says, when are you going to watch the current episode? Probably tomorrow. I would say later today, but guys, at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to go on Darth Revan's stream and be talking about the Orville, this recent episode of the Orville. I think it's clearly the dumbest episode they've ever done. It's just stupid. It is a stupid episode. It's not a terrible episode. It's a stupid episode. And I'm really kind of angry at Seth MacFarlane for putting it together, for making us, did he really think that we were going to not notice how poorly written this episode was? Words and pictures is the blood test. Is that what I was talking about? No, okay. Number one says, when do you watch it? Yes, so tomorrow. So 8 p.m. Eastern. Look for Darth Revan, Potato Revan, Darth Potato, whatever he goes by today. He'll be doing a stream. I'll be on it where we talk about, and then, yeah, I'm just so pissed. I am so pissed at Seth MacFarlane. Josh Reed says, Bird, remember, you're not fat, you're just big boned. Oh, that too. Don't get me wrong. I am big boned. I mean, I could not be the weight. Oh, that's right, the BMI. I could not be the weight BMI wants me to be. I would be dead. It would be maybe 30 to 40 months after I die would my body just be entering the weight of a healthy individual according to the BMI. Okay, like the entire NBA, the entirety of the NBA is obese according to the BMI. It is ridiculous. They have absolutely. How do you just check somebody by weight and not by actual body fat? If it's a body, it's supposed to be your body fat. They do nothing to check your weight, to check your muscle. We all know muscle weighs more than fat, and there's plenty of people who are all muscle and 0% fat, much like, say, basketball players. Okay, I'm not saying I'm 0% fat. I know I'm fat. I know I have plenty of fatty tissue in me, but I also had plenty of muscle tissue in me. And I did not deserve the fucking 40 I had the time I checked, or 49, whatever it was. It was ridiculous, off the scale shit. Like, no, it's bullshit. Bullshit. Potato Revan. Hey, speaking of the devil, Potato Revan says, Bird's a midget, low 4'6", and Bird and bald. You were a potato, lol. Hey, you're the one to speak, potato. Yvette says, I'm doing something I've never done before. Wonderful, Yvette. I hope it's a good thing. I found a box with a wooden sandpit miniature with a rake. Thought it was a Zen thing, but got as a pebble with a hole in it, and came with a mini musk incense sticks. So I'm burning them one at a time. Lol. Wonderful, Yvette. Hakeem says, did Bird say he was 4 foot? Lol. It was a typo of the mouth, Hakeem. It was a typo of the mouth. Words and Pictures says, congratulations on weight loss, Bird. You must be proud of yourself. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, Words and Pictures. This is not congratulations on weight loss. I always hoped I would lose weight and I would get better. I've lost the weight and I've gotten worse. Okay? I've lost the weight. No, I didn't have my diet. I've lost the weight because I'm dying. That's why I've lost the weight. I'm not okay. I don't mean it like that. I hope not. Knocking wood. Knocking the wood. But no. I first time I lost the weight, it was because I was in a coma and they couldn't feed me, and all the weight came off. And then I ate and I felt good again. And even though I was heavy, I was a hell of a lot more healthy than I am right now. I was awake. I was able to fucking go out, go to restaurants, get around, even with barely any help. Now I'm back to I can't even get out of the house except with help. And I'm certainly in no position to go any distance. Forza Jersey says vertebrae. And it jumped. And it jumped. Where are we? Happy everyone. Happy Friday. Okay, that was too high. Yikes, COVID sucks. A larger test spread is good. Where's the picture? Oh, the blood test. Thank you. Potato, Revan, that bird's a potato. Words and pictures says congrats on the weight loss. Okay, I read that. Vet, read that. Forza Jersey says vertebrae. Did your current mobility limits begin with an injury or an illness? Sorry if this is too personal. I'm a husky 6'2", so I know how that is. Okay, Forza. It started with an illness. I was 6'4", quite a big guy, and they told me, my doctor would tell me, you need to lower your cholesterol and your triglycerides because of this and this and this and this, and never did. Well, they did, like at the end, once it was clearly already pancreatitis, warned me it could come with pancreatitis. But nobody told me that there was a risk of pancreatitis of losing your ability to fucking walk. That was never, they said you might die. But I was like, okay. I understood that risk. They didn't say you might end up stuck in a hospital bed for, if not the rest of your life, 10 years, 15 years. God only knows. That was never told to me. I guess you should figure that if one of the risks is death, every risk up to and including death is also a risk. That was me not understanding exactly how risk works. Once they say one of the risks is death, it's also everything in between. So yeah. So if you have any risks, if somebody says, well, you could have a heart attack, you could die. Now, they also mean you could have a heart attack, you could wake up, and you could be paralyzed. Just a reminder. Arabic Sonder loves incense. Forza to be tall and husky. I tell ya, certainly better than being short and husky. Mama Pray, did you wanna say something? I heard you cough.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm speechless at this moment.
Speechless. Okay, no problem.
Because okay, I'm not.
Okay, Mama Bray is gonna
Okay.
say
I had
something.
a tail, but
You had a tail.
I did, but this isn't the time because I have to actually give my opinion on what you were just discussing. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day. And since Bird was just discussing his current health and how he wound up in the position he's in, yes, he did go to the hospital, and yes, they did diagnose him with pancreatitis. His triglycerides were through the roof. To be exact, 5,600 was his number, which they redid the test 3 times. And yes, that's what it was. And yeah, they did say, pancreatitis can cause death. But I do not believe that the condition he's in now was a direct result of the pancreatitis, because they also said he did not have an acute case. He went to the emergency room where he spent almost 24 hours in the height of the
Swine flu.
yeah, swine flu, H1N1, N1, whatever, the swine flu. Now, it was an epidemic, not a pandemic like COVID. And for some reason, maybe the lack of social media, and yes, there were cell phones, but instant communication was not like it is today. So, yeah, you knew like it was maybe an epidemic, but it wasn't broadcast.
There was no video from hospital.
Yeah.
waiting rooms.
I mean, when we went in, he was brought in by ambulance. I got there a couple of hours later. But going through the emergency room was basically, you did not think you were in the United States, in New York. There were people all over getting sick, vomiting, coughing, sneezing. Anyway, he spent 24 hours in the emergency room, and his blood was clean. There was no bacteria or any signs of anything except his triglycerides, and nothing contagious, let's put it that way, when he was taken into the emergency. 48 hours later, you went in on the 9th. On the 10th, they suggested, they told him that it's pretty painful, pancreatitis, and the pain would last 3 or 4 days, and they could put him to sleep, and he would wake up and the pain would be almost gone. So he agreed to this. Of course, he agreed to this. I was not there, but I mean, he's an adult, obviously. And we had no clue. We had no clue what was to come. So he went into an induced coma of his own free will. 2 days later, he had 106 fever. Tell me he didn't catch something in that emergency room. But he's still in the coma. They said they're going to wake him up. It's going to be 4 days, 3 days. It was 4 effing months before he woke up. And they kept telling us, oh, he's going to wake up. He's going to wake up. And every Friday night, they now understand the head doctors weren't in on the weekend nights then. They kept giving him, I mean, he had IV, obviously, all, IV going into him. Fentanyl. Every time he started to stir, they put him back out. And even though I was there, I was too damn dumb to see what they were doing. All right. So I believe what happened was that he actually caught the swine flu. Oh, then he caught an infection that the doctors did tell us straight out. He did not come in with this. This is a hospital-borne infection. And it was one thing led to another. But, I mean, we could not find a lawyer to take the case. Why? Because it was too complicated. He had 7.5 months in the ICU. His trach got pulled out, his lung collapsed. I think, and he was on 13 weeks of IV antibiotics that were really strong. The IV antibiotics, I believe, is what hurt his nerves. What do you call that?
Myelin sheath.
The myelin sheath of the nerve. And again, a doctor admitted it. He said, yes, that particular IV probably did that, but it's also the one that probably saved his life. So, is it pancreatitis that put him in this condition, or a whole bunch of things that happened after in the hospital? But again, when the director of the ICU said to me, Mrs. Qapla,
Holy crap!
oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Go ahead, John Araki.
John Araki with the kissing Dax on $1 super chat, the 1 in 30 chance, while Mama Pray was crying out her feelings. Way to go, John Araki.
That's okay. That's okay. I was getting too into it anyway.
I would have held my lip for any other super chat, but kissing Dax.
All right, brought a smile to my face, not the whatever, but the fact that I had to stop and get myself back to reality in this day and age.
Oh yeah, indeed, John Araki.
No. Anyway, when the doctor said to me, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong during your son's stay. And I looked at him and I said, no, everything did not go wrong. My son is still here. He's still alive. And that's basically how we have to look at this. And right now, he's really nervous of what's going on with his heart, and most of his weight loss came from when he changed to a low-salt diet. He was blown up with quite a bit of fluid. But after he lost quite a few pounds with that, then you could see that almost overnight, the muscles in his arms, just like they're not there anymore. So that's what he's looking into now. But everything that he's been through, I have faith this will get diagnosed and taken care of.
Thank you, Mom. Pray.
You're welcome. See, but I didn't want to talk about this. But you keep on your stream.
Jedi Bill says, Qapla. John Araki says, Mama Pray is good luck, and he's headed to buy a lottery ticket.
Oh.
He's going to buy a Mega Millions tonight.
Oh, well, good luck to you. I certainly hope that you win.
What were you going to say? You don't want to.
Oh, you want me to go into what I was going to say?
Mama Pray.
Okay, I can't see because I don't have my glasses
People
on.
love Mama Pray.
Oh, thank you, guys. All right, this is what I was going to talk about. And I don't know if, what is he? Yosef?
He's not here.
Yosef isn't here. Okay. And Jeff?
Jeff Franklin?
Yeah.
He's not here. If he is, he didn't
All
say
right.
hello.
Well, I'm sorry.
Probably
Deal
work
with it.
now.
Yeah, people do have to work. Yeah, I understand that. I remember that. Anyway, all kidding aside, my issue is I have been trying to quit smoking on and off for many years. And obviously, none of the things I've tried has worked because I'm still smoking. So I asked about Yosef and Jeff because Yosef posts on Facebook every night a hint about Wordle. And I read it before I do Wordle, and a good part of the time I've guessed the word in either one or maybe two tries. But I wouldn't do that if I didn't read his clue. And so this went on for like 130 days. And I did not lose a Wordle. What does this have to do with smoking? Well, I'll tell you. 2 weeks ago, I missed Wordle 2 days in a row. And I mean, what happened was about 3 days before that, I started taking medication to quit smoking, Chantix. The first couple of days, it really didn't bother me. Then I actually felt myself getting really foggy. I couldn't think straight, and I was getting angry. Not at anybody in particular, just I felt this anger in myself. I don't get angry. I really don't.
You get angry.
I get angry at Sassy when she barks. Blah, 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 blah. You know, a 2-minute anger, I scream, Sassy, shut up. But I get angry at the people packaging all the boxes.
That's when you get angry at people use staples. You get angry.
Yeah, I know. These are all my pet peeves. No, I'm talking about I was feeling.
Somebody cut you off.
Yeah, okay, but I haven't driven in years, so nobody's cut me off in years. No, this was a deep-seated anger at absolutely nothing. I didn't know who I was angry with. I just didn't feel right. But on top of not feeling right, I couldn't do Wordle. I mean, 2 days in a row. And with all the other stuff going on in my head that I did not like the thoughts, unfortunately, I stopped taking medication and I'm back to smoking. Now, I am not advocating that this medication will have the same effect on everybody, because any medication will have different effects on different people. But that was my experience. And at the time, I know Joseph was going on vacation and I didn't expect he would, be on many a bird's dream. So I didn't bring it up. But, somebody says that a medication is really making them not able to think. That's bad. Plus there's other terrible side effects that could be. But anyway, that was my story for the day. If anybody does still smoke and they're going to try it on their own, it works for hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. But I wasn't one of them. So unfortunately, I still smoke.
It's okay, Mama Freddy.
Oh, but I think that's my only bad habit.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Huh?
I wouldn't even say it's a bad habit. I think you're making it cool again.
Thank you, Sonny.
Yeah. See, guys, if you want to be cool, start smoking like Mama Frey. You can order your custom Kurogan cigarettes.
Ignore the red and white box they're in that says something else, right?
I'll put my own labeling on. They're coming from Kuroga. They cost a little extra.
I don't smoke in the house. No, I do not smoke near Charlie.
Obviously, Mama Frey goes not only outside, but a ways outside.
And if Charlie's here, I come in, I run right into the bathroom, get completely washed, use mouthwash, come out again. Yeah,
Sisso Frey won't have any part of that.
No, I try to be as respectful of other people as I can be. But I think if I didn't smoke, I'd probably be on a whole bunch of calming medication that would make me not think. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this microphone back to Bird.
Before you go.
Before I go, yes.
Potato Revan, and I'm sure everyone else who thinks of it now sent me a request to hug you.
Oh.
A hug from Mama.
Oh, thank you,
Potato Revan and everyone else.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Who has the ability to message me.
I can't call him Potato Revan.
You can call him Potato Revan.
No, I can't. Thank you, Dot.
He looks like a potato. He called me a potato.
Who called you a potato?
Potato Revan. He called me a potato.
I like potatoes.
I do too. I like potatoes too.
Okay. So potatoes come in many different shapes and
He called me a
sizes.
raw potato.
A raw.
He didn't say raw. I'm putting in the word. I knew what he meant. You're gonna allow him to call your son a potato?
But he told you to hug me, and you did.
Yeah.
So he gets a pass. Is potato a bad thing to be called?
I guess not.
Okay.
I'd rather be called a
hamburger.
No. I guess not.
Okay.
I don't know. A pear? No, I don't want to be.
No,
a pear.
you don't want to be a pear.
An orange?
Orange?
Solid, heavy, juicy orange? I don't know. An apple?
Apple.
Sassy. Oh, God.
That's Charlie.
Well, they both like apples.
Yes.
Everybody likes apples. I think.
How did we go talking about food?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Potato Evan.
Well, really, thank you guys. I hope everybody enjoys your weekend. And since I thought it was Sunday all day today.
Sunday.
I don't know.
Mom O'Prey thinks it's Sunday.
No, I do know why.
So you'll bring me the can of Spam.
Because Sis O'Prey normally comes on either Friday or Saturday and goes home early on Sunday. She left her last job last week and begins her new job next week. So this week she's been off, and she came here yesterday on Thursday, and then wasn't planning on leaving so quickly, but she was getting a furniture delivery that wound up, she got an email this morning that they could bring it today. So she left early this morning. My mind, the day she leaves is Sunday, so it's been Sunday most of the day for me. All right, I'm leaving you now.
Mom O'Prey.
And thank you guys.
And hugs from everybody.
Yes.
I'll go through them in a little bit.
Okay.
But,
Thank you.
Okay. And I am.
Do you have my glasses?
I do not have your glasses. Did you put them down?
Somewhere.
You had them when you came over. Maybe. Okay. Those are not the glasses. Well, I'll find them.
They're 8. Well,
John Araki says you cross Bird's path and Mom O'Prey will fit you with some cement shoes. Yvette says Arabic in a box. I've just started to unpack from my office in the university. It must have been a gift. Oh, those were back for her. Way back. Her scented whatevers. Potato Revan had put in the link for the stream tonight at 8 p.m. Please check the link, like, and subscribe. Number 1 says, what did you think of the most recent episode of the Orville? I think I answered it. But basically, I thought it was the dumbest episode they ever wrote. It was just stupid. And the entire premise of lying to your new, you're gonna get good graces by lying to a. It doesn't make any fucking sense. 0 sense made. I am mad. I am angry at Seth MacFarlane for thinking we, the audience, are that stupid. John DeMargo, really, Bird? I liked the last episode. See, that's the thing. It's not a terrible episode. It's not a terrible episode, John, but he thinks we must be stupid. He thinks we must be stupid. And there's just too much I have a problem with. There was also the problem with Isaac. Isaac literally becomes the perfect man. He literally becomes the perfect man, at least according to Dr. Finn. Now, Dr. Finn is a smart lady. We all like Dr. Finn. Hell, I would say if Mama Bray and Dr. Finn, before this episode, ran for Queen of the Universe, it would be a toss-up. It would be a toss-up. I mean, don't get me wrong. We Kurogans would win the day. But before, it would be, to everyone else, it would be close. But now, after this episode, I just want to smack Dr. Finn in the face. Like, what do you think here? That your perfect man, there's no amount of feelings is going to turn a robot into the perfect man. I mean, it was laughable how Isaac was saying, and I'm going to be the best father to your kids because I have love now, and love will make me a great father. No, what are you talking about? He's going to probably hate the fucking kids. Okay? You got feelings? Tell you what, feelings don't make you love kids automatically. Certainly not her kids. Her kids can be assholes. We saw that, in fact. We saw it. Her kids are definitely kind of asshole-ish. I'm sorry, my phone made the noise that there was an accident or something nearby. First responders. Okay. I guess we're okay. So yeah, I have issues. Let's just say I've got issues with it. So I was going to do a video today on my thoughts to Seth MacFarlane, but unfortunately I never got around. So the first you'll hear will be on Darth's stream. Forza Jersey says BMI is pretty meaningless without a % body fat. I agree. The whole thing is meaningless. Eastland Burkholder says, hello all. Like on Stargate and Thor was a gray, not a big tall warrior. Yes. Yvette, big mouth idiots created BMI. Absolutely. Jedi Bill says, hello to Yvette. Eastland Burkholder says, losing weight can be unhealthy. It sure can. Jedi Bill says, Qapla, brother warrior, bird of prey. And hail, Kuroga. Hail, Kuroga. Captain Phantom Nerd says, hello. Hello, Captain. And again, Jedi Bill, Qapla. And Pop Culture Curator says, hello, guys. Hello, Pop Culture. Eastland Burkholder says, building up endurance is hard. It is. Physical therapy is important and hard to do on a personal level because you put in the work and gain and pain and maybe get more function or not. Yeah. Pop Culture Curator says, Qapla, bird of prey, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. I hope I'm doing well too. Eastland says, I would never cross Mama Prey. Never. That woman is a strong woman. Mama Prey is strong and noble and admirable, says Eastland. LDG says, there are worse things than death. Indeed. Yvette says, hey to Pop Culture, who says hello to Aravic. And Captain Fandom Nerd also says hello. Forza Jersey says, bird of prey, wow, I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy. Thanks for sharing. I'll be sure to learn from your experience. I hope so. Don't let the doctors put you to sleep for a few days. I don't know what else. Although it's painful as F, so I don't know what I do, but not that. Eastland says, but not everyone gets pancreatitis problems. Right, and then loses mobility. That is true. Yvette says hello to Mama Prey. Potato Ribbon says hello, Mama Prey. Hope you are well and happy. Eastland Burkholder, Mama Prey has lots of credibility in my book. If she says the sky is green, I will go out and look at the sky again. Thank you, Eastland. Thank you. Mama Prey heard that. She's laughing. The lovely Sherry says hello to Berto Prey and Mama Prey. Thank you, lovely Sherry. Carlo Albanese is in the house with the Mama Prey hug emoji. Mama Prey and hug emoji. Eastland says sometimes they're called a medical complication. Yes. We know. Carlo waves. Jedi Bill says, we love you, Mama Prey. Aw. She loves you all. John Araki says, booyah. Oh, yeah, okay. That was Kissing Dax. Kissing Dax. What the chances? The chances of that.
Captain's log, stardate 741.1.
I thought maybe I'd play it again.
Place us some 4 hours from Earth.
Give it a chance. But no. It makes it all the more special. Jedi Bill says, Qapla, brother warrior, bird of prey. Hail Karoga, hail Karoga. John Araki says, I'm going to buy Mega Millions tickets tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely, John Araki. Buy 2. Forza Jersey says, Jesus, those scumbag doctors. That makes me so mad. Thank God he survived. Thanks, Mama Prey, for explaining. I'm sorry you guys went through that nightmare. God bless you, Mama Prey and Berto Prey. Thank you, Forza. It is my favorite topic to speak about myself. Eastland says, but what about Gangster Kirk jumping up on a pool table? As good as Kissing Dak. I don't know about as good as, but we could add it. It's just, I added those things so long ago. I gotta. How do you what, Mama Prey? You lost the pot? So here's a a bird confession. I was quite old before I realized that a pot that you cook with on a stove had nothing to do with the drug pot that you smoked. I really didn't know how it worked, but when Mama Prey would say, you don't want to go there, there's probably kids smoking pot. In my mind, I always pictured like a stove pot and people smoking from it somehow. I had not a clue that they were unrelated. Forza Jersey with $1 super chat. And John Araki with another $1 super chat. John, you really pushing your luck. And one of them came through. Did the other?
Just fix that damn thing.
There's Forza Jersey. And no, it didn't because John Araki.
Scanning. Indications negative at this
time.
time.
Wow, John Araki. 2 Daxes, though, eyebrow Dax. That's almost more impressive. Oh, shit. Okay, that one was my fault. I pressed it again. Oh, Forza Jersey's going to try. Ethan Burkholder says, bird of prey. My stepdad did not die of 4 things that should have killed him. Doctors knew the average outcome prognosis, but they don't know the outcome of any individual.
Divert auxiliary power to deflectors.
So Forza Jersey is getting Savick and Kirk. Hakeem with $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Hakeem. I don't know why everybody's trying their heart at Kissing Dax now. Eastland Burkholder, this is Xanax. It affects some people, as Mama Prey was talking about. John Araki says, borrow some of Salty Trekker's medical marijuana to quit smoking. Yeah, I don't take medical marijuana. Stop smoking. John Araki says, custom Berto Prey 5 Bic lighters would be sick. All right. Holy shit. Forza Jersey with the Kissing Dax super chat. Oh my God. The Kissing Daxes are going off the rails tonight. That was another 1 in 30 chance. Hakeem with a dollar. Journey, way to Eden. Way to Eden. Super chat. Sorry, guys. Sam's was barking. I had to tell Mama Frey. We had the delivery. Yeah, custom Bic lighters would be.
I've been monitoring your communications with
I don't know
Starfleet
where I'd
Command,
go to
Captain.
get custom Bic lighters. Yvette says, "Bird, you're a sweet strawberry." Yum yum. Thank you, Yvette. I do eat. I don't like the skin on strawberries. The rest of it, it's all good. Carlo Albanese says, Sunday. Bird of Prey 5 might eat the out-of-date spam. Mom will pray save for us. Tune in to find out. Hello, anti-derivative Jill. Qapla. Forza sending hugs. Jedi Bill says, Dear Bops. Yes, there are some Dear Bops. I'll get to them slowly. I'll get to them after this. Android of Jill says, same Bird. I didn't like it much. The Orville. Okay. So I'm not alone. John Araki says, Kalon Jesus, greater than Avis. I don't think he was Kalon Jesus. John DeMargo didn't like the deception, but the other parts of the episode were great. Yeah, there was some good parts. Don't get me wrong. It was merely that I'm so upset at the writing of the couple of parts that were just so bad. Some of it was still good. It wasn't a complete waste. Rock Solid Productions with $1.49 donation. Thank you, Rock Solid. Says, I feel I owe you an apology as she was trying to tell a tale in the back room on Tuesday and she kept getting interrupted. I am truly sorry, Admiral Yvette. I didn't mean to offend you. What? Nobody ever has to apologize for donating money. I thank you. If anybody gets offended, I understand it. But nobody ever need
Who's been
to
holding
be
up the damn
offended
elevator?
for a donation, whether it's $1 or more. So thank you. Rock Solid, you least of all. You've been a very, very generous person. And I want you to know at no time were Mama Prey or I personally offended. Mike Richards is Bird of Prey. I've cheated death 4 times. Hang in there. Thank you, Mike Richards. I hope to. Yes, Mama. Okay. I'm sorry. I Mike Richards and I have spoken, and his story touches me very deep. Mike Richards, I am glad every time you come to the channel, buddy, and I'm happy that you are out there, and you got to live. You got to live for me. You got to live like you're living vicariously through people like you. And I'm so happy that you live so much of your life in love. So, yeah. You keep hope alive, Mike. You keep hope alive. Annie in stereo. my friend Addie. I am sorry for donating money, and I'm also highly offended. I was gonna message you today, Addie. I was gonna apologize. Since you're here now, I will leave the people in the chat confused and dazed as to what I'm talking about. But I don't know, probably 8 or 9 years ago at this point, me and you had an argument over a certain somebody who may or may not ride trains. And I put you in a position that I was going to leave if you didn't do something, despite you having a record of not doing that thing. Oh, it's my doctor. I gotta mute, guys. It's my doctor. And hello guys. Okay, no, I'm not dead. Knocking wood. Jesus Christ. I had to talk with my doctor. There was no way to make that fast. I'll be back. I gotta just use the vacuum, quick Gelogia, and we'll continue. And we're back. I am so sorry, guys. Okay. So I was saying to Addie, who already texted me while everything was going on, anyway, for everyone else, he was a friend. He is a friend. Addie's a very good friend. And I put him in a bad situation several years ago, told him, and then, I would leave his website if he didn't do something. And I apologize now for putting him in that situation, even if he no longer remembers me doing it. I remember it. And it's the kind of things that I remember that probably nobody else remembers. I get mad at myself for not being the perfect person, the best friend, the best coworker, or the best whatever I can be. The best, the best streamer, or as Mama Pray says, the best son. Thank you, Mama Pray. Mama Pray says I am the best son. Well, thank you, Mama Pray. I hold it against myself. Then I find out years later, no one knows what the F I'm talking about. Like there was this one coworker that I felt I owed an apology to. Only one, mind you, only one coworker. I felt I owed an apology to, and it wasn't until many, many, many years after getting sick did I realize I owed it. And I always thought I'd be there to give it in person, but the day came that the building was being, they were moving buildings, and I realized I would never go back. Even if I was walking the next day, I would never go back to, where it happened. So I was like, well, so much for this. So I decided to call her on her last day in that office to apologize. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, okay. So what? Never mind. No, not never mind. We still said, goodbye. But she had no idea what I was talking about, at least so she claims. So whatever. Just as well. Andrew Jill says hello to a bunch of people. John DeMarco says he had feelings for the first time in his life. He was probably overwhelmed and trying to process them. Why then was he overwhelmed in every way that was perfect for Dr. Finn? If Dr. Finn couldn't have wrote a better script. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Bird of Prey and chat. And it's the doctor again. This one will be much shorter. Okay. Doctor spoke to another doctor and things are looking up. Good. And that's things with my oxygen looking up, not any other naughty parts. I know what you're thinking. Addie in stereo says, I am still bitter and will never forgive Bird. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Lundell says, Bird holding grudges for shame. No. I was saying I was not holding grudges. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio, Bird O'Fray in the chat. Greetings, Mike Richards, although I already spoke to you earlier. Carlos says, the feelings were already there. He just couldn't feel them before. I agree. Well, I don't know if I agree. Mike Richards saying hello. Jedi Bill saying hello. Arabic Sonder says, I've seen them turn green before. I've seen the sky turn green before. A really bad thunderstorm. Wow. I've heard of that, but I did never want to see that. The Northern Lights. The Northern Lights. Okay, that would be nice. The sky is green when the Northern Lights. What's that? What's it called? Aurora Borealis at this time of day, at this latitude, entirely within the confines of your kitchen. Yes. Can I see? No. Andrew Jill says, Isaac has a type of artificial robot emotion, but it's nothing like our chemical one. It's based more on a lack of presence, like data. Android Jill says, as I experience certain sensory input patterns, my mental pathways become accustomed to them. The inputs are anticipated and even missed when absent. That is season one. Season one, Isaac. And Android Jill, I hated Kelly's advice to Claire that she should ask Isaac to change for who he was when he already said no to the prospect. Hallmark movie garbage. That's what I'm talking about. Yvette says, I got the whole weekend off. Woohoo. You will find me most of the time backstage. And put in LDG put in the backstage link. Thank you. Forza and John Araki going back and forth, and Hakeem with the $1 super chats. Thank you, guys. John Araki says triple tax Friday. That's what it was. Mike Richards is vertebrae. Yes, he's cheated death 4 times. The multi-gunman says Bird. Welcome, multi-gunman. Says, hi, Bird. How are you? Glad I could make it today. I'm glad you could make it today, too, multi-gunman. Forza Jersey says, I hear shrooms will help you kick addictions like smoking, overeating, or drug or alcohol abuse. Now, if you have the wrong shroom, it'll kick everything. John Araki with a link for a custom Bic lighter. I will take that. Thank you. Thank you, John Araki. Number 1 says the relationship between John and Tala was dumb for sure. Multi-Gunman says, all hail Mamo Frey. Potato Revan says, I legit died for 2 minutes. They couldn't get my heart going after a bad reaction to an arson anesthetic. But thankfully they did. Please give your mom a hug and get a hug for me, my friend. I did. I didn't. I read it, but I didn't. I did it, but I didn't read it.
Oh.
Yeah. Addie in stereo was also offended. Mike Richards says, thank you. The depression is not as bad as it used to be. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Forza Jersey with a $2 super chat says, I'm sorry, take my money. Hail Karoga. Thank you, Forza. You don't need to apologize. John Araki says Joe Biden rides Amtrak. Okay. Number 1 says Doctor Calls and Dukes of Hazzard theme chimes. Odd choice. Well, it's the Dukes of Hazzard is my theme for all my calls. I don't have specific calling, whatever they're called. Ringtones. I don't have specific ringtones for specific people. The multi-gunman asked, does Amtrak have dementia too? Wow. Paco the Curtis has tried Skillet. Even better. I don't know to what. That is Potato Revan is live in 3 hours. John Araki says in Soviet Russia, dementia has you. Rock Salad is not live now, but in 3 hours, 33 minutes. Yes, you should always be on Potato Revan's stream when I'm on. I always make him double check whenever he says 3 or 30 or 33. I said, wait, what time is it? John Araki says the doctor is telling him that going on Revan's stream is bad for his health. Might be. Daniel's Hot Topics, Qapla, says, hello, Bird. Hello, Daniel. Let's see. Addie in stereo says, I have the inside scoop on this phone call between Joe and his doctor. It looks like the Zona vagina has finally come in, and Joe can finally get that reassignment surgery. All hail Josephina. Damn it, Addie. The cat's out of the bag. Rock Solid says, Yvette, I'm truly sorry. I felt like shit about the other day. Please don't. We need some cheesy 70s elevator music, like an old doctor's waiting room. I should have put the commercials on. Somebody should have reminded me. I'm sorry. Eric says he should have put the commercials. Damn it, I should have put on the commercials. I completely forgot. I had the commercials. Yvette, no, Rock Solid, what are you talking about? That's something over my head. Addie in stereo says, imagine this is a big time Hollywood producer looking for the next late night talk show. Host joins the stream to see what's the buzz about Bird of Prey about. Forza Jersey with a $2 super chat. Let's go, Brandon. Hashtag make Kuroga great again. Let's go, Brandon. Thank you, Forza. Thank you. I definitely should have put on the commercials. Arabic, I like seeing Japanese Ronald and Sears specials. Roxanne says, in the backstage on Tuesday, you were going to tell the tale of Admiral Yvette and kept getting interrupted, which visibly frustrated you. Me? I was getting interrupted? I'm sorry. I don't think. Maybe. If I was, it was a joke. I like people throwing money at me. Gorilla's Random Thoughts is what I miss. My eyelids got heavy there for a while. Don't worry, Gorilla. Multi-Gunman says Bird of Prey is not on the phone with his doctor. He's actually on the phone with his Uncle Paulie. He's making arrangements to have a certain someone taken care of, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we understand. Yvette says, rock solid, don't worry about it, all forgotten. Rock solid says, whether it is or not, it's the right thing to do, was apologize. Whether it is or not, the right thing to do was apologize. Sometimes things shouldn't be apologized for. LDG says, rock solid says he's on a phone call, or maybe I'm on a phone call. John Aragi says victory brings life. Pop culture says I hope Bird's doctor isn't Uncle Jesse. No, I don't vacuum my Jaloja. Well, technically, I guess I do. So, okay, there you go. There we go. Apology. Let's see. Mr. Londell, Qapla, Mr. Londell. Why is it so damn quiet? Yeah, sorry. We're talking now. Potato Revens is lol. I have a special poll running on my stream tonight about Bird of Prey. You son of a bitch. Gorilla's Random Thoughts. I no longer feel bad for the biological Kalons. No, nobody feels bad. Potato Raven, lol. I effing hate you, Bird. It's okay, Potato. It's okay. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, hey, Bird, did you see Alex Stein's clip trolling your congresswoman on the steps of the Capitol? I did. It sounded exactly like I would say, except I wouldn't be so upfront about it. Big booty. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. But, I'm going to be honest. I don't like what he did. It's not right. When I say it, it's a joke. When I say it on here, it is a joke. I would not say that to her on the steps of the Capitol, because when she's there as our congresswoman. I would complain. I would yell. I would say, you suck at this and this and this, but I wouldn't say the things he said. I don't think it's cool. It's cool. Listen, if he wants to say those things on YouTube, if he wants to say those things, at his house or even at a restaurant, maybe, fine. But if you're going to her place of employment, then you should be there to talk about the politics, to talk about the job, the situation, or to make specific problems with how she's running. I really don't like the way he said it. Because it makes us all look stupid. especially people like myself who've already complained that you shouldn't be um, causing people to be thrown out of restaurants, right? I don't think you should be getting anybody of any side thrown out of a restaurant because of what they believe politically. So you can't have both positions. And I already said no. I said restaurants should be off the table. If restaurants are off the table, clearly the Capitol is off the table. It's where they go to work. And I would say, I personally would also put in residences too. I would put residences in there as well, but apparently there isn't one for residences. So it is what it is. Forza Jersey, off to dinner. Be well. Take care, Forza. Later, everyone. Have a great one. Qapla, Forza. Number 1 says, are you a big time original Dukes of Hazzard fan, considering it's your ringtone? I mean, I don't know about big time, but I like the Dukes of Hazzard. I watched them as a kid. I'd watch them again if I had a link to them, but of course they're non-streamable because of the flag on their car. So if I had the physical media, I'd watch it, but I can't because I can't put physical media in. So, I'm not going to waste money buying physical media that I physically can't use. So if I had more money, I would, but that's where we are. I support the Dukes of Hazzard, but I can't watch the Dukes of Hazzard. Potatoes is not going to lie. Crazy ideas aside, AOC is kind of hot. She definitely is. I mean, the pictures with her ugly horse face are few and far between. They have to take the picture at a very certain angle to get that horse face. Ones like his own pictures, videos from this week, she was very pretty. It was funny. It was absolutely funny. Ms. Lindell's Bird of Prey, I think she originally took it as a compliment. Then somebody told her who he was and what he was actually doing. Well, that's the truth with all women. It depends on what they look like, what he looks like. It depends on if it's a compliment or an insult. Gorilla says it's already illegal to protest at residences, just not enforced. And Potato Revin says being 4'6", Mom will pray carry you around on her back like Yoda while her mafia duties. While you said, kill him, you will. No. It was at 4'6". When I was 4'6", which I was for a short period of time, 4'6".
About 6.
Huh?
Huh?
I was, for a short time.
Yeah, I think that's probably about 6 years old.
Oh, about 6 years old. Yeah, okay. But for a short time, I was 4'6". So it's not technically a lie.
By 8 years old, you were taller than me.
By 8 years old, I was taller than Mama Frey. For the short time, I was shorter than Mama Frey. It was still too close for Mama Frey to be able to carry me. Too close. And I was probably, at 4'6", I was probably 200 pounds. So probably way too heavy for Mama Frey to carry. Okay, guys. Well, let's get to Dear Bop because wow, I've been doing this a while now, Dear Bob. Let's put on. I got to open the web browser. Okay. Good. And we go to Dear Bob. And wow, there's 12 plus. Potato Revan, so Lowell. So as Mama Prey is 4'6", as well as your both Yoda race. Oh, does that mean you're a Jedi? Mr. Lundell says, once upon a time, we were all 4'6". This is true. I don't know if Darth was ever 4'6". Dear Bob, a Kree equal RC, the female Autobot. Oh, right. All in 2 seconds, it all popped back into my mouth. The pink car. I got it now. The weekly spam message. The extra weekly, second weekly spam message. Dear Bob, not sure if you noticed, but Randy Oglesby, the actor who played the Vice President Jim Bragg in season 3 of For All Mankind, is the same actor who played Degra in Enterprise. I had not noticed. I had not noticed at all. Thank you. Gary Katzer, hearing you say I'm losing weight because I'm dying. Lump in my throat, man. Not ready for that day. You're not allowed to, at least not before me. Damn dust and allergies in the air.
I'm certainly not allowed to before you. I'm going to be around.
Here's the problem. Mama Prey says I'm not allowed to go before her, which I respect. But she's not going for another 40 or 50 years, which means you got a long ways you got to go, Gary. You're signing up for a long train.
We're all in it for the long haul.
Yes, they're in it for the long haul. I do apologize when I talk like that. I guess it just makes me feel better that I can joke about it. Because it's it's the thing that worries me the most these days. God forbid something would happen to me. I can't imagine poor Mama Prey.
We're not talking about it.
Okay. We're not getting on with the stream. Dear Bob, note to the community, we had proof today that Mama Prey is still smoking. Hot. Wow.
No, I'm not.
Well, the hot was in parentheses. But you're still smoking in big capital letters. Dear Bob, what is 1/3 of 100? 33 and a third. Dear Bob, is the planet Earth flat? No, it's not flat. Gary Katzer, the offense wasn't yours, it was Yvette's, as she was trying to get a word in edgewise in the backstage on Tuesday and kept getting interrupted. That's what the apology was for. You know what, Gary? I am so happy that you could donate money to me to apologize to someone else. So that is, if anybody else needs to apologize to anyone else in the world, send me a donation. Maybe I'll do Dear Apologies instead of Dear Bops. You can, for just $1, you can apologize to me, and I will accept the apology on behalf of anyone in the world, alive or dead, forward or backwards in time. I will accept the apology, and then you can move on. Does that sound good? Does that sound like a plan? You can subscribe to Apologies for You for just $12.99, $99.95. Dear Bob, you put Addie in stereo in an uncomfortable position, like the back of a seat of a Yugo. No, son of a bitch. Dear Bob, where the hell is the bloody review of Strange New Worlds, season 1, episode 10? I know it's coming. Dear Bob, can we give Rock Solid the sedative? No, we can't give him the sedative that almost killed Rock Solid. Potato Evan. Dear Bob, greetings from the Jedi High Council. I believe to reach out to you for a position being a member of the Yoda species. I would like you and your mom to both have our new patented tiny lightsaber. Please get to your baby carrier and roll your way to the nearest spaceport. Thank you, Anakin. Dear Bob, feed me, Sassy. Yes, Sassy, very soon. Dear Bob, change me, baby O'Prey. Nephew O'Prey isn't here today. He left this morning, so I don't know. He might need changing. He very well might. Oh. Okay. Well, that was Dear Bob. So let's see. Mr. Lundell says, I think she originally took it as a compliment. Then someone told her who he was. Oh, yeah, I read that. Dan Ben says Randy Oxley played 7 different characters in Star Trek, including Degra. Sith Lewis, Qapla from Australia. Friendos, Qapla, oi. Oi, Qapla there. Okay, so let's do Wordle. I don't know. We'll see if we can do speed Wordle. Speed Wordle. Let's see how it goes. Not a single letter. Train, there's not a single letter. Speak, spiel, spark, speak. S-P-E, no, we have it. A's already been used, it's not there. Speaking, speed, spark, no, spoke. S-P-O-K-E. Yeah, let's try that. Only thing we got was the E at the end in the right place. It can't be peach. It can't be peach. P-E-A-C-H. Can't be peach for many reasons. But there's no P. So that's off the board. Let's see. Ends in E. Ends in E. Let's see. Ends in E. Bail. Beal. Is that even a word? No. That's not a word. Wheel. No. White. No. No, it can't be a P. Can't be a T. Wife. No, that's not how you spell wife. Whiff. That's not a word. While. While. Oh, we got a W and an E. I don't know how. Jedi High Council donated $1.49. There's more Dear Bops. Okay, Jedi, I will get back to them as soon as we finish. As soon as we finish Wordle. While. Okay, so we know it's a W and we know it's an E. W. Let's see, it's no, we know there's no H. Let's see, is there any other vowels? It's probably another E. Or U. What? No. W-E. E. Wedge. Man, that's a tough one. W. It's not we. I don't think it is. I'm sure that's not a word. No, it's not. That's not it. Wedge. Wedge. There it is. Wedge. I will chalk that one up to extreme good luck.
What did you get here?
Fourth. First was train, then spoke. All I had was the E. Then while, I had the W and the E. Yes. And then I went to wedge because I couldn't figure out any other word. LDG says wedge. And were you first, LDG, or did I put it in first? Because I wasn't looking. Okay, so let's go back to finish off the last few Dear Bops. Dear Bop, do you ever be in your bed at night looking up at the stars and think, F, where's my roof gone? Effing liberals. Not yet. Not yet. Gary says, I learned from a certain tour. Oh, donating for apologies. I learned from a certain tour to standing that you can go ahead and cause offense to someone. I learned from a certain tour to standing that you can go ahead and cause offense to someone. Cause offense, I believe. This is somebody speaking and have their words converted. You can cause offense to someone and then go and have your own live stream and take donations so that you will get paid, but the person you offended get nothing. This way, no one involved gets paid, but you get paid, but the apology still happens. This is all hypothetical, of course, because we don't know anyone who would actually offend someone, then go on to do a live stream that was monetized, collect super chats, and say that they were going to pass those super chats to the person they've offended and then never actually reach out to that person. All hypothetical. Well, I'm not saying I'm going to reach out. I never said that I was going to give this away. That part I never promised. That's why it's the perfect crime. I mean, not crime. Dear Bob, how much would it cost? Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not even reading that. Dear Bob, how stoned do you need to be able to join the Jedi High Council? I don't know. I've never heard of it until today. So probably too much for me. Told you it was Wedge for number 1. I didn't see it, number 1. Did you at Birdo Pray 5? If you didn't put at Birdo Pray 5, I probably didn't see it. I still don't see it. Oh, there you are. Between LDG. Okay, well, I tell you, I didn't see that one, number 1, but thank you. Thank you. Wedge Antilles Star Wars. I don't know what that is. Wedge Antilles. It's okay. Oh, we got 2 more Dear Bops. Gary says, I mean, who would ever do something like that? That they'll make someone kind of, oh. I don't want to get involved in the middle of something between you and Salty. Dear Bob, there are people in the community who hate each other. And if you want to intercede on the other person's behalf, then charge away. Okay, well, I don't want people hating each other. Mike Richards is Bird of Prey, master of the not crime. Dear Bob, to the viewers of Bird, as someone who has tried to kill themselves 3 times over the decades, trust me, it's not worth it. The pain you leave behind, the anger in the families, but you are taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and you never know what tomorrow brings or what you will meet. Trust me, as a person who's depressed, is a monster always latched onto me. There is always a sunrise, that the night doesn't last forever. Remember these words. This too shall pass. I am with each and every one of you. I pray you will be okay. Don't make my mistakes. Sonic. Thank you for the strong words. I assume that's not Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'd be at a loss to produce who that really was. Dear Bob, here is a 50-second review of Don't Look Up. Now, here's a 2-second review. Don't look up. Don't. And I ran out of time. Okay, guys, thank you all for coming. We're going to call it a day here. I appreciate the time. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate the super chats, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. The kind words to Mama Pray, and thank you very much. With that, Bird out, and have a great weekend. At 8 p.m., look for me on Potato Revan stream as we discuss the Orville. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Potato Revan. Mike Richards says farewell. from Columbus, Ohio. Farewell, microtroops. And Potato put in his link. 2 hours. 2 hours. Qapla all. Bird out.
But wait, there's more. The video might be over, but there's more fun to be had. First, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have clicked that bell icon to get notifications of new videos in your YouTube feed. Share this video on social media to help this channel fight the algorithm that favors big media. Also check out www.birdoprey5.com for links to my other channels, various social media accounts, merch store, Dear Bop affiliate links, and all your Birdo Prey 5 needs. At the main Birdo Prey 5 YouTube channel, you can find all sorts of live streams and unlisted videos, YouTube membership options, and a community section with polls and updates on the channel. On the secondary channel, Birdo Prey 5X, you can find overflow content that doesn't always make the main channel. Subscribe to both channels, please. Thanks for watching. Remember, I stream almost every day. This is Birdo Prey 5 saying goodbye, world. Until next time. P.S. Hail Sassy, hail Charlie, and of course, hail Kuroga.